we're driving the latest cheeky boy mod car release from Racing Studio, the GT Adonis D9 V12. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why you should probably hide your wallet. Unfortunately, you found yourself on the Gamer Muscle YouTube channel, a place filled with affiliate links, sadness, misery, hair loss and regret. Now this was a bit of a surprise release from Racing Studios, with them dropping this car on Black Friday 2023 and them also doing a sale on their GT pack. Of course, the idea being that you can drive this GT Adonis D9 V12 with their other GT cars. And well, if you're a GT car fan, this is indeed GT car heaven. As you would expect from a car that has a striking resemblance to an Aston Martin DBR9 GT1 car, this vehicle has absolutely ridiculous speed, ridiculous grip, and a nice little sexy shuffle when you push it through the corners. You'd have to be completely and utterly dead inside, I'm talking Egyptian mummy dead, dried out for thousands of years, to take this car around a track like the Nordschleife and not have a big smile on your face. Even better if you can race with friends or people online and watch them dance their vehicles around in front of you as you try to keep up with them. Now, it has to be said, RSS pretty much always do a fantastic job, and this car's no exception to that rule. The first thing you'll notice with this car when you jump in and drive it is the sound. With this car having a monstrous engine note, which is quite harsh, but despite that, not grating and just super immersive and makes you feel like you're driving an absolute beast of a vehicle. I don't think you can really overstate the importance of sound when it comes to simulated race cars. A nice touch with the audio as well is, of course, the brake squeal, which you'll hear each time you try to stop your car from driving into a wall. Just another layer of richness to things, really. And also what I quite enjoyed was the subtle tyre squeal sound and the tyre scrub sound that you can just about hear underneath the roaring engine, and gives you a sense that you've actually connected to a road surface and that you are probably overdriving the car, such as I do with every vehicle in every sim. Now, in terms of handling of this car, what you'll find is, as I say, it has monster downforce, monster grip and super peaky tyres, but it does have that characteristic Assetto Corsa and RSS mod car little bit of play. On the grand scheme of GT cars, I'd say this is a lot less forgiving than some of the other GT1 cars in AC, or cars like the Maserati MC12. This is a harder car to drive in terms of you can't get into big slip angles without just getting stuck in a slide. But once you dial it down and you get into that little groove and really play with that little bit of slip, it is so satisfying and so fun trying to get the most out of this vehicle. And rather nicely, even with a pretty much default setup, or the setup that this mod car ships with, you'll be able to have a good time driving this car without doing any fiddling, even on a track like the Nordschleife. Though personally I always do move the brake bias a bit further back, and with vehicles like this I quite like to open the diff coat a little bit and close the diff power a bit. I quite like my rear end to swing out, but you will have to be careful with this car. It can be a little bit unforgiving, but as I say, not in a bad way. Now, unfortunately, I do cheekily move the camera a bit further forwards in the cockpit, because the seating position in this car is, like many real cars, is a bit ridiculous when you're actually on a computer monitor. If you're in VR, it'll be spot on perfect. But unfortunately for me on my monitor, I move the seating position a bit forwards, which means I miss out on being able to really fully see and enjoy the old school LED LCD dash, which I really like. These older dashes, you know, proper segmented display, proper LED lights, you know, none of this like single screen that has everything on it. A proper, feels decent. I mean, a mechanical gauge is even better, but if you're doing electronic gauges, the sort of up to about 2009 or so, that LED type display is just perfect, and I think RSS have done a really nice job with that. And the rest of the car interior again, just looks absolutely superb. Texture work, great, really detailed. I think, especially as I say, if you're playing in VR, that's one of the things you get with RSS is just the fidelity of the details. All the little bits and bobs in the vehicle are all modelled so nicely that it might not be the focus whilst you're driving, but when you do look around, you then have that in your brain that you're in a car, and that helps make everything more believable and more immersive, even when you're not actually looking at it. The car model as well, I mean, what do I need to say? Just look at it. Just look at that detail. And then, crucially, we've done some online racing with subscribers, and this car didn't seem to have any issues with poly count and slowdown due to it being too high poly or not having enough LODs. So you can race with a whole bunch of people, or the GT pack that RSS have got and just reduced the price of without issues. So I can basically talk about this car till the cows come home. The main thing is, just look at the wheel input and the subtlety that you have to play with the brake and the accelerator, and then the sort of pokiness. If you've got a DD wheel to drive this car with, oh, you're just going to love it. The feel that you have with the force feedback in AC and that dancing between the brake, accelerator, steering and driving from the force feedback, it is absolutely superb. So go and get it, you won't regret it. That was an accidental rhyme. And I'll see you on track next time we do racing. So thanks for watching this. Till the next one, guys. Make yourselves a ginormous cup of tea. Drink it, make another cup of tea. Click the like button. And take care. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.